Hey, welcome or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I don't know. However, what I do know is I'm kind of breaking my own embargo. You know, long term viewers know I have a shit list of companies that, for one reason or another, I will not promote on my channel. Unfortunately, one of those, I had already purchased the foundation. In fact, thinking about it, two of those I've got foundations for, but this particular one that I'm talking about. And I have had people ask me, how does it look on older skin? How does it look on oily combo skin? And of course I can tick both those boxes because I'm 44 and my skin is oily combo. So, for one video only, I am breaking my self-imposed Huda embargo. And I am reviewing for you the Huda, I don't know, the Huda Beauty #Fauxfilter foundation. So, if you want to see exactly how well this applies and how well it lasts throughout the day, you, my friend, are in exactly the right place. Sit back, relax, because here it comes. Okay, I'm here, voice isn't. Welcome back from the intro. I probably will say this in the intro, but obviously I haven't recorded it yet, so I don't know what I've said. Now, long-term viewers will know I have a shit list of brands that I won't talk about in my hell yeah whoa no's. 9 times out of 10 will not use any of their cosmetics in my films. However, this particular foundation I bought when it first launched, and I have had people ask, have I got it, can I do a review on it? So this is a 1-day lifting of my Huda Beauty embargo to show you how their Fauxfilter foundation copes, and I'm in vanilla 120B. Is that going to focus on that? I think so. Here we go. Now, as you know, I have been shaking this, and obviously this is not a new foundation to me, so I know that it actually applies best on my skin with a sponge. So I'm going to use my Beauty Bakery blending egg. I have got my Pokemon phone case. This has a pump. This is plastic. This is plastic. I think the whole thing is plastic, which, given how much you pay for it, when companies like Maybelline can do glass and Revlon can do glass and W7 can do glass, why am I paying a fortune for a plastic container? Now, this is a super thick foundation, but it's so long since I've worn it I can't remember how much to pump out, so it could be too much, who knows. We shall very shortly find out. As you can see, thick. It also is very perfumed, and it does smell flowery and powdery like a perfume, so if you don't like scents, you will not get on with this foundation. If you have sensitive skin, get a sample from somewhere before you buy the whole jar, because if you've got sensitive skin, this is so highly scented it may end up not getting on with your skin very well. So, let's get you zoomed in a little bit. My face has been washed, moisturised, SPF'd, and as usual, I've gone in with this. I'm just about to see that without get the light shining on it right. The reason I use this as my primer, I do sometimes use a pore filling one over the top, just here if I need it. I suffer from chronic pain. I've got osteoarthritis through 3/4 of my spine. I've got sciatica down my right hand side. I have got fibromyalgia. Those three things combined, there's not a day that I'm not in pain. As a side effect of that, my face sweats a lot. The medication that I take to control my pain makes my face sweat a lot. So if I don't use that antiperspirant on my face as my primer, and it does actually say primer qualities on it. It's very, very overcast out there, so my LED lights, the two little strip lights that I've got, are just glaring right now. But I'm not going to complain because it's cooled down, which is great, because when it was super, super hot, I couldn't keep foundation on my face for love nor money. Right, enough waffling. Let's get you zoomed in. Obviously, I'll only take you to here this time. Regular viewers are like, you normally go straight into your eyes. Yeah, but you need to see my face. So, I'm going to dip the bum of it in there and just, as you can see, this is quite a full coverage foundation. I went through a stage of really liking full coverage because some of the meds that I was on at the time used to break my skin out a lot. So I used to go for full coverage foundations to try and cover up redness, any scarring left from sort of previous outbreaks. But either my body's got used to the medication, or obviously my meds have changed as I get, as I build tolerances up to one type of painkiller, they swap me for a different one rather than putting me on ridiculous amounts, so I end up feeling and looking like a zombie. Although actually at the moment this is going on quite pale. I don't remember it being this pale on me. Maybe it oxidises, possibly. Oh well, that's what bronzer's for. But yeah, it's I get fewer breakouts now, so like I said, either my skin has become accustomed to the painkillers that I'm on, or whatever the painkiller was that was upsetting my skin, I now no longer take. But trying to narrow that down as to which one, with the amount of different meds that I've been on over the years, yeah, I'd need Sherlock Holmes's brain for that. Because this is so pale, I'm just going to carry a little bit of it across onto my ears, because I'm planning on having my hair up in a ponytail today later. I'll have it down initially, but I've got to go out later, and if it's windy like it is at the moment, I need to be able to see where I'm going. So you can see that's one coat, and yeah, I did pump out way too much. I'm going to pick up a little bit on the tip, just to, just to go over these bits here, just to show you you can use this if you want in place of a concealer, because you can see it goes on really nicely. And if you're travelling, for example, and you do get on with this and you don't mind buying from Huda with her shady business principles and stuff, or if you already have the foundation like I do, before I realised there were issues with Madame Huda, then it's ideal because you don't have to take a separate concealer with you or eye primer, because a couple of my videos I did use an eye primer just to show you that it makes absolutely no difference at all on me. In fact, if anything, it meant I had to take longer to blend things out because the eye primer didn't give any. It wasn't tinted or anything, so because my eyes are so deep set, all of the hyperpigmentation, all the veins that were very close to the skin there, could be seen through the primer. So it was taking me twice as long to blend things out because I wasn't sure if it was my veins that were showing through the eyeshadow or if it was just the eyeshadow being patchy. So I'm going back to doing what I've always done, which is just foundation across the eyes, concealer across the eyes. Okay, so this time I'm not going to need concealer because I've done it with the foundation, just to show you that it is actually thick enough to do that with. And then I set it, and at the moment my favourite setting powder is Coty Spun. Not the easiest things in the world to get in the UK. My advice would be to make sure that what you're buying is genuine Coty. If you search on Amazon for it and then select the delivery as Amazon Prime, whether you've got a Prime account or not, because Amazon fulfill the order, i.e. they ship the order, that's why you get it so quickly. As I understand it, the supplier has to prove validity of the product that's being sold, so you're less likely to be buying a knockoff, effectively. Right, it is currently 9 o'clock, so we're going to call that our check-in time. I'm going to disappear off camera and put some colour on my face, and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. As you can see, much more colourful, although I did seem to end up doing a copper eye and a nude lip. What does that sound like? Slightly less drama on this channel, I believe. It is currently coming up 1:45, so this has been on for about 45 minutes. Let's zoom in and see how it's looking. Now it's kind of, I think it is still a little bit pale, but if I remember it does oxidise a little bit during the day, but it's not too much of a difference. I can get away with it, I think. So, let's zoom you in, just have a quick look at it now so we can see what it looks like. So you can see it's not settling anywhere at the moment. I wouldn't expect it to. It still looks fine around the nose and the chin and everything. All the cheek products are looking shiny, how they should be. So, as always, I will do 2 check-ins for you throughout the day so that you can see just exactly how this foundation fares on my oily combo skin. So, I have a few hours to kill now. Probably going to be ending up either filming something else or editing. You, however, can see the first check-in right now. Hey, welcome back to the first check-in. It is currently just gone 2 o'clock, so this has been on about 5 hours now. So let's have a zoom in and see how it's coping. Yeah, it's starting to split on these deeper furrows that I have. It's not doing too bad on these finer ones, but it's definitely splitting on these and on the hulk and starting to settle. Still looks nice and hydrated under the eyes though, so that's good because this can go very, very dry under here. losing a little bit of coverage just around the edge here and on the tip of my nose, but then I have had bad hay fever, so I have been doing that quite a bit, so I'm not entirely surprised. Seem to be losing coverage on my chin for some reason. Cheeks still look absolutely fine. Bronzer, blush and highlight are still where they should be. So at the 5 hour mark, if this wasn't a foundation review, I would blot, and then I'd probably pop a little bit of powder just to get some coverage back here, and then I would again use a setting spray just to settle everything back down again. However, this is a foundation review, so I don't do any of that, I don't touch it at all. I will be back, for me, in a few hours' time, probably with my hair up in a ponytail by then, because I'm starting to get a bit warm with it down, so I get the feeling it's going to be tied up imminently. But I will be back once this has been on for sort of 10, 11 hours, so sort of 7, 8 o'clock tonight I should be back. But you're going to be able to see that right now. Hey, welcome back to the final check-in. Okay, it is now just gone 7, which means this has been on for 10 hours. Let's have a zoom in, see how it's doing. Okay, a little bit too close, there we go. Yeah, it's not looking too bad on these ones here. Oh, it's really cracked and settled into these though. And this one, it's making it almost look like a scar rather than just a wrinkle. And I have started to go a bit crepey under here, just in the last hour or so. That's gone like that. Really broken down and worn off here. Nothing on the end of my nose at all. Yeah, completely gone here. You can see all the little thread veins that I've got here. Really broken down on my top lip. Pretty much gone off of my chin. Looks okay on my cheek though, and bronzer, blush and highlight are still in place. So let's zoom you back out again, because this is way too close with these things looking as terrible as they do. So, what are my final thoughts on the Huda Beauty, what is this, hashtag Fauxfilter High Coverage Cream Foundation? If you've got fine lines and wrinkles, don't bother. If you've got oily skin, like I have in my T-zone, don't bother. If you don't like Huda's business practices, don't bother. If you've got very sensitive skin, don't bother, because the perfume in this will absolutely wreck your skin. Who do I think this would work for? People with normal to dry skin with no wrinkles. So 25 or younger, I'd say, because that's when I first started getting my wrinkles. It is a shame, because when this first goes on, it does actually give nice coverage and it does look nice. But it settles into all my fine lines. It can't cope with, and I haven't got the oiliest of T-zones. I know people with that suffer much worse than I do. And it hasn't even been a very hot day today, so I can't even blame it on that. Yes, okay, the end of my nose may be because I've had hay fever and I've been doing this quite a bit because my nose is itching and my eyes are itching. Maybe that's why the end of the nose has gone, but why have the sides gone? Why is the top lip gone? Why is the chin gone? I can only put that down, and obviously I get oils up here as well, and this is where the foundation has split and settled into the fine lines and wrinkles, including a Hulk in the middle there. Yeah, all told, even if I wasn't on a self-imposed Huda embargo, can you see why there's so much left in this bottle when I bought it quite a while ago? It's not just because I got a lot of different foundations searching for my Holy Grail foundation. And unfortunately in the UK, once you open it, unless there's something actually wrong with the packaging or with the actual product, it's yours to keep forever. We don't get to take it back like you do in America. Big shame. Because if we could, that would have gone back. Right, I hope you found this review helpful, fun, and weren't too traumatised by the state of my face after 10 hours of wear. On the upside, this BH Zodiac palette does not fade. 10 hours, still going strong. Lost the lippy, that's understandable. I've had lunch and I've had tea. But yeah, the eyeshadow, cracking. So, if you enjoyed this, it would be awesome if you could hit that like button for me, comment, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell, and when you hit the bell, don't forget to choose all notifications, not just some, and then you get told every time I upload another film. And I've got quite a few other films, so if you enjoyed this one, there could be plenty more on my page you could enjoy. If you've got spare 5-10 minutes, why not pop over and have a peruse, have a look through the playlists, see what else takes your fancy. Right, all that remains for me to say is you'll stay fabulous now, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.